You know, it's time to make a video. It's time to make a freaking video because it's really crazy out here, man. I had some serious emotions today. I'm frustrated about what's going on, and it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy what's going on, man. You know, got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I'm trying to, get my car fixed. I'm pursuing my passion, my art. Trying to look nice. Get my swag on, if you want to call it swag, whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted to vent a little bit about, man, being with black men and white women, man. This is crazy. I've been in so many interracial relationships. It's been a lot. I can't complain. I think it's a good thing. But just a lot of stressors, man. Just hanging out with somebody, that some people don't deem physically attractive, or you consider them overweight, or and then me being a black man, being with someone outside of my race, and she was white. That's the way people treat you and the way people look at you. And I think it's so much BS, man, out here, man. There's so many games out here. It's BS. It's ridiculous. I can't even go scratch my head without someone wanting to judge somebody else for, judge them for the status, what kind of car you're driving, what kind of clothes you're wearing, what your hair look like, how much money do you make, do you have a nice place to live? I hate to say it, man, but it's just sometimes it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating out here. As a black man, in the media we get judged as freaking gangsters, ball players, thugs, criminals, This is crazy, man. This is ridiculous. I'm an intellectual. I'm part of an intellectual party. We do a lot of things. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat, no dairy, no cheese. No fish, none of that, because I understand how that affects the heart. And I understand diabetes, I understand heart disease, and I understand the acid-alkaline balance. I understand about organic fruit and genetically modified foods. I'm all about this stuff. But, people who aren't educated, in that area, they make the foolish decisions. Like corporations exploit them. Giving them bullshit to eat, They don't even know. They're just eating bullshit. They have no idea. They don't know what the real deal is. Shoot, you can't even go to the hood and get fresh fruits and vegetables. You got to get prepackaged bullshit. I hate to use such raw language, but that's what it is. But back to what I was talking about here. I just got my locks in. My lock, my twist. They're pretty fresh, But just talking about the way people are treated, people are deemed in society. It's kind of frustrating to me to know that off top. Being a black man, I can be judged, negatively without people not basing their opinions about me based upon my character, but it's based upon my physical appearance, even what I'm wearing, or what style of clothes I'm wearing. I have to come through in a Eurocentric style of dress where I work at to even be respected in a certain aspect. But even in that respect, I'm still a nigga with a suit on, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say that. I wish it wasn't like that. But I'm still a nigga with a suit on. What if I got, designer tie suits, you know what I'm saying? 3-piece suits on, looking clean. Cleaner than most of the cats up in there. It's just it's frustrating, sometimes it's frustrating. In the interracial thing, it's cool, I don't see problems with it. I got a lot of interracial, people in my family. I've been in plenty of interracial relationships. It's just to know that, if people really do enjoy each other's company, and if it is an interracial relationship, and the dude happens to be, a black dude, and it happens to be maybe an overweight white woman, and there's a lot of hate on YouTube about it. And a lot of people say it's self-esteem that the black guys will go after an overweight white girl, or not deemed as physically attractive, you know. And some people say it's self-hate. You know, I am involved, and you know, African consciousness. You know, I'm all about that. I'm all about educating myself about culture. You know, religion, how religion was stripped from us, culture stripped from us, clothing stripped from us, hair stripped from us. You know, everything's been so Eurocentrized. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the correct word that I'm supposed to use, but everything's been Europeanized as the standard of the highest the highest quality. That's the way that they put it. In essence, it's not is the highest quality. That's the way that they put it. But just knowing that type of information, and knowing that there's girls out here that, you know, in times in the past that I've messed with behind closed doors, namely white girls. I've had many, you know, trysts or whatever you want to call them, or just be real about it, man. They're freaking, you know, one-time things, you know. Beautiful girls, you know, they just didn't want, you know, their peers to know they're out with a black guy or with a black guy, or, you know, it's cool behind closed doors, you know, it's cool and exotic then, but as far as to date, they weren't down with hearing that. They didn't want to deal with mommy and daddy, having to deal with that, especially daddy, bringing home, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, you know what I'm saying. They don't want to have that, and it's just, you know, I was so about it. I was so about the interrelationship. I don't have a problem with it. It's just the fact that I see most people who you know, have any kind of pride and dignity in themselves, they look for people who are of the same physical attractiveness, maybe the same type of educational requirements, you know, same age, you know, usually compatibility in that area. But when it comes to interracial, a lot of times, you know, two people can be in the same place, but if the one person is white, you know, namely a white female and a black male, they may feel like they're above them. They're above us, you know. And so that's why it seems like sometimes black guys may be out here with a lot of overweight white women, because, you know, sometimes they feel like they've been exploited also, in which they are. People who are overweight are exploited. People who are gay, exploited. Black men are exploited. Black people in general are exploited. You know, and then we have you know, all other ethnic groups out here, like jockeying to you know, be as close as they can away from African, away from black, and close as they can to a European model. And you know, I myself have been that type of dude. You know, where I spent years trying to, you know, dress myself up as I am doing now. I understand that now, but I'm more conscious of it now. Dress myself up to be more acceptable to you know, Eurocentric standards. You know, just doing crazy things, man. And now, since I'm, you know, I've come to the knowledge of self as a black man. You know, I study, you know, African history. You know what I'm saying? I study the Medu Neter. You know, we study about, you know, Kemet, ancient Egypt, all these religions and stuff that you know, like Christianity, that's stolen, you know, stolen and plagiarized Egyptian mythology and made it into a, you know, Christian religion. And, you know, but anyway, that's not about that. I'm just saying it's just difficult out here, man. That you know, even if let's say, you know, I really did love this girl that I've been hanging out with, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I really did love her, and my peers, you know, they wouldn't treat me like, you know, like they treat me like, you know, what are you doing with her? But this is my business, you know. I should be able to love who I want to love, you know. And I do have that right to do that. Is that something I want to do? Something to be considered, you know. But people in the black community be like, you know, you're tripping. You're out here with a big white girl, you know. And, you know, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. You should be able to enjoy who you want to enjoy. Be able to love who you want to love without society judging you, without, you know, white people looking down on you. And then black people, sometimes we get Afrocentric and then we look down on white people because of the knowledge that we have. And I don't agree with it, man. I wish it was just equal and fair for everybody, man. Can it just be like that? But it can't be like that. I'm over that too. Malcolm got shot, and so did Martin. Ain't that a bitch? Excuse my French. I'm done.